The transportation department would like to help in the homes in any way we can. So we've developed an app that would enable you to ask for help from our drivers for small tasks. The way to access the task or the app is to open any browser and type in DriverTask.org, and the application will come up and look like this. The first thing you do is to select the home that you're in. Let's just select a home, doesn't matter. And we like for you to identify yourself. It's not required that you put a name here, but if you're asking something and we have a question, we like to know who to ask. So you select a home and identify yourself, and then you select this little drop down and pick the type of task you're asking for. We've predefined a little list here of things that we can think of that we might be able to help with. If you can think of things as you use this, in addition to what's on the list, let us know and we'll add it to the list. But just to review what they are, we can fuel up the vehicle. We can do a med trip. If it's a med trip for a client that really doesn't need accompaniment in the medical office, we can provide the transportation to get them there and get them back. OGP pickup at Walmart. We can go pick up the groceries and deliver them to the home. Of course, staff will have to be at the home to receive them because I know you have to put them away and label them and all that kind of stuff when you get them. Any kind of generic transportation need, picking a client up and taking them somewhere, or a group of clients, or washing your vehicle. And if there's something that's not on the list that you still think we can handle for you, or just pick other, and then there'll be some notes you can enter to define exactly what that is. All right, so that's the possible options. I'll just pick one. Let's say fuel vehicle, and it pops up an empty little panel here for further defining the task. You can pick the date and time. Now we request that whatever you're asking, that you ask it a day ahead of time, so we'll have time to schedule it for a driver. Since this is Saturday when I'm doing this, I'll just say a Monday, and pick a time. I know of course we want our vehicle fueled, and we know it'll be available by 10 o'clock. So, and we can put notes in here to further define or provide additional information. We'll just say keys will be above the visor. That's handy for us if you can do that. That way we won't need the key code to get in the group home to get the keys. So if you leave the keys above the visor, then it's handy for us so we can just get the vehicle, get it fueled, or whatever we need for us to do with it, and then bring it back and leave the keys above the visor then. Okay, so once the task is defined, we can just hit the submit button, and it will submit the task to the transportation department. Then when this task is actually, and Sean, the transportation supervisor, will give you a call if he has any questions about anything he needs cleared up. Otherwise, he will schedule a driver. Once he's scheduled it, the little status here will change to scheduled, from submitted to scheduled. And when it's completed, it'll change to completed. So you can check back at any time to see the status of these tasks. Also, when it is scheduled, you will receive an email. An email directed at the home's email address, indicating that it has been scheduled and what driver will be completing the task. So you can request additional items too, no limit to the number, and each time you request an additional one, it's added to the top of the list. It will display up to 7 days worth of tasks that you've requested. And also you can look in past history. You can look for the past 30 days or all tasks all listed in reverse chronological order. So you can review them all and see the current status of them all. So, and when you, as far as the date and time, or the time rather, Our drivers are generally available between 9 in the morning and 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and that's a little restrictive probably. But anyway, that's when we're available. So you can request us to do a task and always pick a time between 9 and 1. Unless you have some kind of special request, you can call Sean and maybe get some special arrangement. But anyway, that's when we're generally available. So that's when you can. So that's how to use the app. And if you have, if there's something that a task you want done that's not on the list, pick other, of course, and then you can, in the notes, you can put whatever instructions are needed to perform the task. And if it's a task that we can actually do repetitive for other people, we'll just go ahead and add it to the list. So, all right. All right, if you have any questions, please give me a call or let us know. That's how to use it. Thank you.